What's going on, everybody? D-Style here. I haven't been doing videos lately. I get it. I've been busy. It is what it is, right? I mean, life happens. Check it out. Driving. Let me take this opportunity. Let me come on here. Let me do this video, okay? A lot of traffic here, so I do apologize ahead of time. I gotta, stop for a second. Yeah, look at this intersection. This shit's crazy. I'm out here in the dangerous border, by the way. All right, dangerous El Paso. Anyway, let's talk about this fight, man. Spence versus Garcia, right? I've seen all these videos, people doing prediction videos, like it's such a tough fight to call or some shit, right? Are you guys serious? Like, oh, I'm gonna come back at you haters after the fight. Like, man, ain't nobody nobody see a couple online trolls really. Who that is serious? Who's picking Garcia to win? Like, I don't know this person. I haven't met this person, right? At best, it's the Amir Khan effect. It's the he's gonna give him a good fight until he gets knocked out. Or, for a couple rounds, Garcia can give him trouble. I mean, do you guys understand how dumb a prediction like that sounds? That's like saying, oh yeah, this team, they're going to put up a good game against the Patriots, but for a quarter or two, and then they're going to blow them out. It's not a serious prediction, right? Especially vague shit like that. Like, oh, you could give him a tough time. Well, anybody could say that. You can just, if he punches him a couple times, you can consider that quote unquote tough. Okay, what do you guys mean by he's going to give Errol Spence a tough time for a couple of rounds? What do you mean by that? Can you specify? Like, is Garcia going to win some rounds? He's going to clearly win some rounds. It says, how long is it going to take Spence before he starts finding bombs on Garcia? Can you guys specify instead of just being vague? Like, oh yeah, he's going to give him a hard time, D-Style. You don't understand, D-Style. It's he's gonna give him a hard time, but in the end, Spence will win. Like, the shoulder, so shit. I mean, you're on fire with these predictions, like really, all right? Look, I'm not gonna go as far as to say it's a trash fight or something like that, simply because this is what Garcia wanted. Like, that he asked for it. It's what he wants to do. I'm not even going to say he's crazy for it. I mean, to be honest with you, this is what fighters are supposed to do. They're supposed to try and challenge themselves and that whole nine. And they're supposed to do that, especially dudes in the lower weight classes, right? Way back in the day, dudes kept going up until, to see how higher up they can go with the big boys. It's the way it was, but that's a different story. All right, I understand different days. And, we're in the age of catch weights and people don't understand the history of weight classes. I get it, but that's another story, all right? But in the end, that's cool. Okay, here, let me give Garcia's applause. Okay? Now, what I'm not going to do is the whole, like if Garcia wins 2 rounds, I'm not going to come out here, oh yeah, what Garcia did was unbelievable. Man, you'll get what you get, okay? Like, it's I'll call a fight how I see it. I'll come on here. I'll do a post-fight, and I'll tell you what I saw. I already know what I saw, okay? In fact, I might even do a post-fight video for this fight, okay? Before the fight. You guys remember that post-fight I did for, what? Somebody remind me. I did a post-fight video for a fight, and literally, I think it was Canelo Triple G. Like, I didn't even have to do the post-fight after the fight. We already had that shit squared away, all right? And that was a much tougher fight, obviously, to call. I mean, this fight, there's nothing tough about this fight, all right? Nothing tough about it, right? At all. Now, after we're done with this, we'll see if Spence wants that work with Crawford, right? That's what I want to see. Because I already know, what's going to happen, okay? Spence fans are going to come on YouTube and be like, oh, yeah, see, I told you. I told you it was going to beat Garcia. Like, we don't all know that already. Like, we know this, okay? And then they're going to come out and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, Crawford, doesn't want this work. And oh man, I just waited for that day. I'm waiting for the day that this fight happens. That's if Spence can still make the weight, right? Can Spence even comfortably make the weight by the time he grows the cojones to fight Crawford? I mean, by the time that this dude is going to be like, oh, okay, I'm ready for Crawford. Oh, you know what? Damn it. I got to move up in weight. I got to move up to 154. You don't say. Mark my words. If he proves me wrong and he actually fights Crawford, cool. No, but D-Style, you don't understand. It's Bob Arum D-Style. If they really are free agents and they're not really bound by a network, there's no reason they can't. According to Errol Spence, is a free agent. He can fight whoever he wants. He doesn't want to be bound to a promoter. What are you guys talking about? If he wants to make the fight happen, he can make it happen. I am tired of boxing fans that are giving these independent contractors, an excuse. All right? You want to keep giving them excuses? You do it. I ain't going to do it. I haven't done it the whole time I've been here. Right? Excuse my consistency. Okay? No, but these style, no, but nothing. Okay? Don't give me the but these styles you don't understand. But the Bob Arums, this and that, and whatever you want to say, okay? But whatever it is you want to say, it is clear, to me anyway, from my vantage point, that Errol Spence has not gone out of his way to make this fight happen, right? So that's all I'm saying. Plus, when the fight does happen, I think it will. I don't want to hold my breath. It is boxing, okay? I mean, this sport really knows how to just slap its fans across the face. And a lot of you guys are like, oh, sir, can have another, okay, after you get slapped in the face, right? Not me, okay, because I don't have high expectations, okay? I'm never heartbroken anymore, anyway, when a fight doesn't happen, right? It just doesn't happen. Boxing is like that hot chick that rarely puts out for you, but when it comes to everybody else, like the casuals, they'll put out like crazy. But that's another story. But look, all right, let me tell you something. Let's talk about the actual fight, because the fight's going to happen and all this and that, okay? Garcia will likely win the first 2 rounds, okay? The reason I'm saying this is because I think, he's going to utilize his jab. Okay, he's going to have some, I know a lot of people like to say he's flat-footed, but Spence is not going to have a very easy time, catching him early, okay? It isn't going to happen. I don't know how much Garcia's bulking up, if that's what you want to call it, all right? It's going to affect his speed. I think it's a mistake to put on a lot of muscle when you're the smaller guy, because you're giving up a lot of what, of your advantage, your speed. You're giving that up. And so I'm not sure how much that's going to be impacted. I could be honest. I don't know, all right? I could only guess. In my guess, Garcia will probably start to slow down really early in the fight, okay? Because of that bulking up he's doing or whatever, okay? But this is boxing, it's not freaking arm wrestling or whatever. I don't know what other sports you put on muscle to perform better, but I just think that early on, maybe around, let's say, around after round 3, okay? Now, don't precisely quote me on this, but I'm pretty, I don't want to use the word confident, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, sure, it's a step below confident, right? I'm pretty sure Garcia, by the end of round 3, is going to be breathing through his mouth in that corner, okay? Spence will be landing to the body by round 2 and on. I think it's going to slow down Garcia. I think he's going to feel those power shots. Okay, this is a whole new level in terms of weight. And not only is he going up a weight class, he's fighting someone who's considered big in that weight class, right? So you have to understand, Spence is probably going to have at least a 15-pound, weight advantage in this fight, at least, right? So I think he's going to feel that. I think it's going to slow him down. I also think the bulking up I think he moved to welterweight just too soon. We'll wait on the for the fight to come, but I think it's going to contribute to that. It's just not his weight class. He doesn't belong there. All right, as simple as that. I know people will say, "Well, you look good against Broner." Is that really a thing? Like saying you look good against Broner? No, but this style, you look good against Broner. Like, what? All right, okay. Anyway, believe it or not, the jump from 140 to 147 is one of the biggest jumps in boxing. Okay, I cannot give you specific. I don't have like a, if you were to explain it to you style why. I don't know why. It's just an observation. 140 to 147 seems to be one of the biggest jumps. It's if you take like the average. I don't know if it's the average structure of a male's body and bone structure and all that, but guys who move from 140 to 147, there's always something there, right? Zab Judah wasn't quite the same, right? Or Ricky Haddon, I'm sorry. Ricky Haddon wasn't quite the same. I mean, that dude, he went from 140 to 147. He wasn't the same. Manny Pacquiao was stopping guys up until he reached 147. Mayweather, a lot of his stoppages stopped at 147. It's guys who, for whatever reason, that happens to be like a big jump there, and I think Garcia's going to feel it, right? I think he's going to feel it. I think early on, I see Spence winning this fight by mid-round stoppage. If he doesn't stop Garcia by the mid-rounds, I think it'll end by decision, right? I'm not going to go with a late stoppage, right? I know a lot of you do the freaking, my prediction is early to mid-late stoppage. Well, what do you mean you picked an early to mid stoppage? Early, mid-late stoppage. What does that mean? All right? Middle rounds, what I mean by that, 5, 6, 7. That's as much as I'll stretch it. If Spence doesn't stop him from there, okay, then I think Garcia had a game plan to survive, and I think he will. Okay? It's point blank period. All right? Now, if you were to ask me these style, but if Garcia can win, how is that? Garcia is going to have, he has less room for error. Now, that's always the truth with a smaller guy, right? Usually. No, not always, right? Like in the case of, although it's different, heavyweight, right? But Fury had less room for error than Deontay Wilder, for example. But it's different. It's heavyweight division. It's not always the case. It's not an absolute thing. But most of the time, the smaller guy just has less room for error. And he's going to have a perfect fight. He might pull it off for a round or two. I just don't see him having a perfect fight. Okay. And Spence, he's talented as well. It's not, he's not fighting a 147-pound brute, So not only is he facing someone who's bigger, and he's also facing someone who's also skilled, and it's going to put on pressure on him. And it's a really good body puncher in Errol Spence. So, you put that on top of everything. It's hard to separate both guys in skill, and then you add weight on top of that, you're already at a big disadvantage. So, Errol Spence can have a terrible first round and still come back in the second round. You know what I mean? I don't see Garcia having a terrible round and coming back in anything in this fight. Okay, he has to have a perfect fight from start to finish to win, right? I'll just say that. Somebody's honking at me, but his lights aren't on. Turn on your lights, you stupid ass. That's why I couldn't see you. Anyway, what's the matter with these people? Beep, beep. What do you mean, beep, beep? It's freaking dark. But they finally turn the light on. Fucking dumbass. Probably some chick. I hate to say that. Okay. D-Style, that's that politically. It's a chick driver. I know. Okay. There is. It might not be absolute. There's a 95% chance that driver's a chick. Okay. That's what I'll say. How much you guys want to bet? I'm going to slow down. Let's slow down right now. I think they're embarrassed because they're slowing down while I slow down. What the fuck's going on? I'll just let it be. Where the fuck was I? Lost my train of thought. Alright. Beep, beep. Fucking Roadrunner with no lights on. It's dark outside. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. You know, I'll be honest, like I said, I already said this, but just reiterate, I don't hate the fight. You know what I mean? And this Garcia challenged Spence. You know, and it's what he wants to do, and he has every right to prove me wrong. Like, I don't think he's done a shot in hell, but if he like, knock yourself out. Like, if he wants to prove me wrong, I'll be the first one to come on here and say, hey, Garcia proved me wrong. He beat Spence. All right? But I don't see it. You know, it's all you can really hope for is that the ref stops it when he's supposed to stop it, because his damn brother ain't gonna stop it. Okay, we all know Robert Garcia sucks at stopping fights. Okay, he'll let dudes fucking die in there, shit, lose their eye socket and fucking. He's stupid, right? Terrible trainer in terms of stopping fights when he's supposed to stop them. So whether it's a doctor or hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but you know, if they stop it correctly, or if Garcia just flat out stinks up the joint and just decides to survive for 12 rounds, which I will call out, by the way. If all he does is survive, right, I'm going to call him out on it, right? Like, if he just, you know, challenged Spence so he can have a moral victory and survive for 12 rounds, I will call him out, right? It's that will not, okay, go unnoticed. And I'm going to keep an eye on that. And that goes for all fights. You know, fighters that are just trying to survive need to be called out, right? This is a sport for warriors, right? If you're not willing to go in there to try and win, why the hell are you even doing the fight? Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody understands that. That shouldn't have to be said, but in recent generations, for whatever reason, a lot of boxing fans give fighters a lot of moral victories, right? Oh man, but you don't understand, and you know, he took the challenge and he went the distance. Okay. Going the distance against a monster puncher or someone who puts on a lot of pressure when you're trying to win is impressive, right? Going a distance and you're trying to do everything but just survive, or you're not doing anything, except survive, is not impressive to me. It's just a waste of time for everybody, right? I mean, that's just the truth, right? So I just wanted to go ahead and give my thoughts on that. That's that. I really don't have much more to add for this fight, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm missing some. I want to read the comment sections, but I can't, so I do apologize. I'm driving, all right? So, let's see. I think that's it, right? I think that's about it. Oh, I was going to say, actually, I kind of went on the little tangent in the end, but I digress. Well, hopefully Garcia, I think he'll go back down to 140. I think that's where he belongs. And I'd like to see him fight like a Lomachenko or somebody. I still think he could beat Lomachenko, all right? No, but I'm just saying, all right? Now, before anybody says, no, there's no way. Let me tell you something. Is Lomachenko going to go up to 147 and beat Spence? No, all right? He's not. So what makes you, like, just because Garcia can't beat Spence at 147 doesn't mean he can't beat a smaller Lomachenko compared to Spence, right? So I think it's a doable fight. So here's still hoping that, you know, hopefully they stop the fight when they're supposed to, or if Garcia survives, then he survives. He'll be called out, and that's that, okay? What do I want next for Spence? I want the Crawford fight. And every fan should be calling both guys to fight each other, all right? See, I never said don't tell Crawford. I'm just saying, all right? All I'm saying is that after they're both done with their very predictable fights, okay, Crawford's doing kind of a predictable fight. You have those idiots over there like, I shouldn't, I know. People get mad when I throw around words like idiot. Society. No, not everybody's an idiot, okay? It's the way I talk. But anyway, they're both in predictable fights, all right? And it's that. This is the style, and I'm out.